Okay, let's continue with the second Halleluka to remind the Olam specifically. The Heilige Yisod V'Shoresh V'Avodah brings down, when he starts the explanation of the Hallelukas after Ashrei, he says, as we said yesterday, that there are 10 Hallelukas, because there are 5 paragraphs. Each one has a Halleluka at the beginning and at the end, so there are 10 together. So the Yisod V'Shoresh V'Avodah brings down that we have to understand, even though it's hard to understand, that apart from the Gevaldige Tikkunim that goes on in the higher worlds when you say the actual Mizmorim, but the very fact that you're saying the 10 Hallelukas does affect some incredible things in Shemayim. We're going to try to go through the second Halleluka, Halleluka Ki Tov Zamra Elokeinu, which means Ki Tov Zamra Elokeinu. It's so good to be able to have the opportunity to sing to the Rabbeinu Shalom, which is, by the way, it's a schus. It's a schus, and we have to take it as a schus, that we have the opportunity to sing praises to our God. Ki noim nova sehila is present when the praise is fitting. Boine Yerushalayim Hashem nitche Yisrael lechanes. Right? When we say, by the way, Boine Yerushalayim, we are also talking about specifically not the city of Jerusalem, but like as we know it today. But Boine Yerushalayim means, as the Pasuk in Novi tells us, well, be Yerushalayim that is built of precious stones and gems, many of which come from the tefillahs of Klal Yisrael. So when we said that the Rabbeinu Shalom is Boine Yerushalayim Hashem Nidche Yisrael lechanes, right, he'll gather in all of those parts of Klal Yisrael that have been dispersed. Haroifel Shvurei Leiv, right, who heals the broken-hearted. That means the Rabbeinu Shalom will comfort the Jews that are downtrodden, that are broken-hearted, and when they return from Goddess. The Yisod V'Shoresh V'Avodah, he says, when in Perek Hamishi, when you say the words Haroifel Shvurei Leiv, says the Yisod V'Shoresh V'Avodah have kavana for the remez that the Gemara tells us that the words Haroifel Shvurei Leiv is referring to Tchias HaMesim. And he dresses their wounds. That means the Rabbeinu Shalom will remove all the effects that Golos had on so many of us in Klal Yisrael, all the negative effects, the trauma and all sorts of things that we may have gone through in this terrible Golos. The Rabbeinu Shalom will remove that. Who counts the number of all the stars, who's given them their names, right, which is very, very important. That means that every single one of us have a specific purpose to fulfill in this world, right? Every single one becomes a vital part of the world. Yisod V'Shoresh V'Avodah brings down, when you say these words, it means that there are so many stars that we cannot even count them. We know that from Avraham Avinu. And yet, since there are, and because there are so many stars, we're saying from here, but the Rabbeinu Shalom still counts every single one of them. That means that every single one of us are so precious to the Rabbeinu Shalom. We mean so much to him. We have our individuality and our specific tachlis in this world. Gadol Adonenu v'Rav Koyach, the Rabbeinu Shalom is great, big of power. L'sfinosei ein misbar, right? It's an amazing thing. That means, says the Yisod V'Shoresh V'Avodah, that the greater we understand how great the Rabbeinu Shalom is, he says that in Perek Aleph, remember that? The greater we understand, in some level, of course we can understand nothing, we have no grasp, we understand how great Hashem is, but in some level, if we understand that Rabbeinu Shalom is great, the more we should, as he says, light on fire our hearts to be able to serve him, to want to serve him. The Rabbeinu Shalom's understanding just cannot be counted. Moeded anovim Hashem. The Rabbeinu Shalom encourages those that are humble, those that are down. He gives them, after suffering in the Golos, he gives them the chizuk. He gives them the opportunity. Mashpeh b'shem ad oretz. He lowers the wicked to the earth. Onul Hashem b'soida zamu l'elekim l'elokeinu b'chino. Right, we respond to our Kodesh Baruch Hu with tremendous thanksgiving. We play songs to Rabbeinu Shalom with the harp. Hamachas Shemayim ba'ovim ha'mechin la'oretz matu, covers the heavens with clouds and prepares the rain for the earth. Hamatzmiach orim chotze noisen of eimacham levnei oiva sheikro, which is an amazing thing. That means the Rabbeinu Shalom has the ability to give everyone and every creature what they need. The Chovis Halavavos in Shara B'Tochen count 7 things that we have to have in our minds of someone we trust, and one of them is someone who understands what the individual needs specifically. We are saying over here the Rabbeinu Shalom can make mountains grow grass, animals the food. Everyone what they need will get what they deserve. He doesn't take delight in the strength of the horse or want the thighs of man. That means Yerushalayim, praise the Rabbeinu Shalom, praise Hashem. He strengthened all the gates, and your children have tremendous bracha from that. He makes the borders peaceful, which is a very crucial part of having peace and having shalom around us. That means there'll be no more worry, no more anxiety, no more problems. Everything will be gavaldik. He sends the message down to the world, and the world that the Rabbeinu Shalom runs, acts, and runs smoothly and swiftly. We put snow as wool. He spreads. This is where we're using a metaphor over here. How basically a mashal to how explain how the Torah is transmitted by the Rabbeinu Shalom to Klal Yisrael. Who could withstand the cold? Yishlach Devar Yam says Yeshev Rucha Yizumayim. Magid Devar Yaakov Chukum Mishpat of Yisrael is detail. It details his word to Yaakov, that's Klal Yisrael, his children, and all his chukim and mishpatim to Klal Yisrael. He did not do this for any other nation. That means Klal Yisrael have this specific protection and this specific advantage over every other nation. Hallelujah. And these judgments, they don't even know them. So Klal Yisrael, we are proclaiming over here, have a tremendous upper hand and advantage over the other nations. Mitzvah Shem, tomorrow we'll continue with Halleluka number 3.